Now there's no such thing as heaven, and there's no such thing as hell. And the Holy Spirit I believe in comes in bottles labelled gin. But I do think you can be haunted by people.
It's the dust of ages, seeping, creeping, crawling into minds, staining fingers, constricting hearts, blinding eyes to the very thing they've come to see.
The following marvellous narrative, communicated by the ghost seers, has produced a good deal of conversation in a part of this country, and may serve to astonish the credulous, amuse the sceptical, and occupy the speculative.
Above me, in the projection booth, there was a shuddering roar as ancient machinery roused itself to life. Light burst from the door to the auditorium, and, moth-like, I walked towards it.
It was the Yuletide, which men call Christmas, though they know in their hearts it is older than Bethlehem and Babylon, older than Memphis and mankind. It was the Yuletide, and I had come at last to the ancient sea town where my people had dwelt and kept festival in the elder time, when festival was forbidden.
2 figures, one in gown, one in suit, had been spotted walking and wailing in the moonlit streets by the side of St. Luke's.
At the sight of that cowardly treachery, Claire screamed aloud. In a moment the combatants had disappeared, the moon was obscured behind a cloud, and we were standing in the shadow of the fir plantation, shivering with cold and terror. At the sight of that cowardly...
The first flakes of snow, just small ones at first, barely there, and then gone. Then thicker and faster and coming in strong. A blistering blizzard had started to form, and I soon found myself in the eye of the storm.
Who but someone pushed towards insanity would drive halfway into the night just to investigate a surprising address in the sat-nav? Who but someone not quite sane would fear the evil power of a stranger beyond the grave?
The words hung in the air, heavy and sharp. Anna's face crumpled with tears. Why did you say that?
Far safer through an abbey gallop, the stones a chase, than moonless, one's a self encounter.
Strange, he thought. Was it there to keep somebody in or somebody out?
I know they could not really be ghosts. I know there is no such thing. It is only my imagination.
The phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men.
Ghosts of the person you knew, ghosts possessing the person you know, ghosts so old the land is the ghost,